Excellent! I've been waiting for this. So hello everyone and welcome back to the Class 47 Peter YouTube channel. The start of this video was something a bit different from what I usually tend to do, but I thought to make a change and do something a bit different. Now in today's video, this parcel has just been delivered by the courier and I'm going to unbox it. It has been, this is the first time in some years now since I last on camera unboxed something out of a parcel in a video. I won't beat about the bush for this for too long because you know what's in here and I know what's in here. This has come from Hatton's. The delivery service was DPD, 24-hour delivery. It was posted yesterday and it's arrived today. And whenever I buy something from Hatton's I always go for next day delivery, well 24-hour delivery that is. And in here we have the 2 extra coaches for the Class 395 Javelin, which I bought from Hatton's after I bought the Javelin, after I did the review actually of this, because I just had to get the extra coaches. So now I've got the satisfaction and the pleasure of a full car set to run on the layout. So we are going to get these unboxed and then we're going to get them in with the Javelin in the rake that I already have it as the 4-car set. And then we're going to get it running on the layout. Now before I do get these coaches unboxed and running round on the layout with the 395, I'd just like to talk about the price, because I paid 76 quid for these. That was plus the postage and packing. And I'm sure some of you might be thinking, isn't that steep for 2 coaches? Well, not really, because I only paid 121 quid, bearing in mind, for the 395 when it's usually priced at around 159 quid. And these coaches, I only paid about 76 quid for them. So if you think about it, 76 quid for these 2 coaches is not bad, because with the 800 they have done the full 5-car set, which I believe is around 300 quid I think, but they have also done a pack where you get the 2 Class 800 power cars, which are just over 200 quid, and the 3 centre coaches for 179 quid. So 76 quid for these 2 coaches to go with the 395 to make it into a 4-car set isn't bad at all, in my opinion. So here are the 2 coaches out of the box, and these are really nice. I mean, okay, they're not as anywhere near as detailed as the Pullman coaches or the teak coaches, but then the detail reflects what the real train is like. In real life, the 395 isn't all that detailed, and it's the same story with the Eurostar, the Pendolino and the 800. But you know, they are nice models to have, and the detail on these is really nice, as I mentioned in the review on the model. I mean, I won't spend too long looking at the detail on these, given I already covered the detail in the review I did on the 395. But like I say, the detail is really nice. The seating interior, the seats in the whole of the coach, which I never mentioned the seating interior before. I mean, okay, fair enough, the model doesn't come with any interior lighting, but I'm not really fussed about that, because that is something that you can do yourself, which I might do. It's not something I'm planning to do at any point, but who knows, maybe in the future I might consider it. There's a really nice livery application, and again, the detail on this model is really nice. The detail on top of the roof, especially on these chrome parts here. I mean, especially those grills there with the fans underneath. I mean, I do love the detail on that. And even if there is some moulded detail, such as this detail on top, you know, fair enough. I mean, the way it's done, you can only really tell it's moulded on if you get right up close to it. Standing from some feet away from it, you wouldn't really tell it was moulded on. So these are really nice coaches to have, especially because it allows you to have the full prototypical 6-car rake with the 395. So let's get these coaches connected up to the 395 and get the full rake running. So here we are down at the layout where the Javelin is waiting for its 2 extra coaches. Now, in the instruction manual and on the back of the train pack box and on the back of the box you get the 2 coaches in, it shows you the full rake and where the 2 coaches go. So the 2 coaches that you get with the coach pack, they actually go just behind the 2 coaches you get in the train pack with this model. So I'll just bring the Javelin forwards. You know, I do really like this model. In spite of the 1 or 2 frustrations I had, as I said, all is now well. And since I've had it, it's been running around the layout non-stop really. So the 2 extra coaches that you get with the pack, in the coach pack, they actually go here. Coupled up just after this coach and just before the rear power car. Just a bit of crease down the side of that coach, I'll just get rid of that. So we will disconnect the rear power car and move that along. And so we'll now connect the 2 coaches. So here's the first one. Do make sure, by the way, that it's connected, so you got the socket there and the coupling here, because that's the way that they are supposed to go. And so here's the last coach. And I must say, something I didn't cover in the review is the close coupling of these. I mean, just look at that. In fact, if I bring this back just a bit so you can see a bit more clearly. I mean, you do get a gap in between the corridor gangway connections, but it's not like a very noticeable gap. It's not a big gap, it's only a very slight gap in between the gangways there, in between the 2 coaches. So that is something that is very satisfying to see to the eye. But anyway, with the full rake now connected up, let's get this running, because I'm dying to have the full rake running on the layout. And then so there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the full 6-car rake running on the layout. And so that is a joy to have on the layout. Not just the Javelin itself, but the full rake as it runs in real life. Because this is the maximum of coaches it does have in real life. And so to be able to have the full rake, you know, is fantastic. And you can't deny that this is a very nice model. I mean, okay, it wasn't without its problems, but like I say, all is well now. And I've got the model running as it should do. And especially now that I've got the 2 extra coaches for it. To have it running in the full rake. And so I do really like this model, and so I am glad that I got this model. I know this video hasn't been anything amazingly special. I just found it as an excuse really to do a video on the 4-car Rake to showcase it for the first time. I mean, okay, one thing I have noticed, there is a gap between those two corridor connections there with the motor power car and that coach, but I can overlook that. I'm not all that too bothered. Because to be honest with you, when seeing this running on the layout, I'm not going to be looking out for that. I'm just going to be standing back and admiring the Javelin in all its glory on the layout, running in a 4-car set. So this is the first modern train that I've got on the layout, and probably going to be the only one of the very few, if not perhaps even the only one, because it's one of the very few trains, as I've said before, that I like. And there aren't many modern trains that I do like, to be honest. But I've always liked the Javelin since it's come out. And I think especially in 2012 at Railfest, when I stood inside the cab and got to go inside one of the coaches for this, I think that might have been what did it for me, that liked them. And so it really is nice to have it in model form, thanks to Hornby. So that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed watching. As ever, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and feel free to leave a comment if you wish. Don't forget to check out all the other videos that we've got on the channel, and I'll see you again next time. But until then, take care and stay safe and keep well.